Hello everybody, Infinite Shinjo here, and welcome to episode 12 of my Q&A series, which has been on hiatus for over a month now. Not over a month, over a year now. I'm not editing that out. But I did this back in the day because I think I did a random Q&A episode for 100 subscribers, I believe. And from there, I just thought, let me just start a series. People have a lot of questions. And after episode 10, and I recorded episode 11, there were no other questions. So I'm just like, okay, it was a good run. But just out of nowhere, over the last couple of days, I was given some questions on a video that's over a year old. Not questioning how somebody found that video, but okay, it might have just popped up in recommended feed. I know how that happens for me at random times. But I got two sets of questions here from two different people, and I might as well just bring back the series. If you guys want me to answer questions that you guys have, leave them down in the comment section. And in all honesty, if it's a question that I've already answered before, I don't really mind, because my opinion might have changed since I last recorded. But let's get started with a little bit of editing. Okay, get me off the screen. And the first group of questions, actually I'm not sure if this is the first one or the next one. I'm just doing this one first just because. The first group of questions is from Metal Hopper 1. And the first one is, when did you first start your channel and what was your first video? Now, I can't remember the exact year. I think it was maybe 2015, 2016, around that point. Because I know it's been a while ago. But the other channel was what I did. This is a different channel entirely. This one was probably 2018 maybe. But back when I was on my other channel, I just did mostly fan-made openings. And the first video I posted, besides like my little introduction thing, which wasn't even that much anyway, I believe that it was a fan-made opening using the Kalos anime with, I can't remember. I think it was, I know it was something, I can't remember. Obviously I can't go back and check on that video, but I know that it was a Kalos video. It might have been the Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 dub opening, but I can't remember. I know it was something that was like a minute long. I think it was either that or it could have been something else that I'm just drawing a blank on right now. But yeah, I started back in, I think, 15, 16. My other channel was mostly fan-made openings. But after I got a couple of different mics from my good friend that I used to work with, I decided, let me just start recording Let's Play videos. And the very first one was Uranium, because I don't remember why I decided to start with that, but it ran super slow on my laptop. But I remember one time I was grinding. What I even did back in the day, because it was like the meta thing to do back in the day. I recorded my grinding, and I just sped it up and just played music in the background, which is kind of problematic when it comes to copyright, but I remember I did that and I ran into a shiny Mareep. And if I'm not mistaken, the shiny Ampharos didn't look any different in the game for whatever reason. I don't remember why, but like those videos are lost to time. But I remember I had fun making those thumbnails because honestly, editing videos is a problem for me, but thumbnails are where I feel like I really enjoy myself. That's a little bit off topic, but the first video was a fan-made opening, and not sure if that's a good thing or not, but a lot of people was drawn to my channel because of fan-made openings, so I guess it works out. And the second question is, have you played any MMOs before? And I believe the answer to that is no. Basically the only games that I play are Pokemon. Now, I don't know exactly what MMO means off the top of my head. I could check. Let me actually check. I'm gonna do this on camera. MMO. Massively multiplayer online game. Okay, and they have a couple of options here, which you probably can't see because I only have a small bit of the screen up. Okay, so World of Warcraft, Guild Wars, Elder Scrolls, Black Desert. Okay, yeah, all of these games I do not play. I have not played. I think the most that I play is like Pokemon games every couple years when they come out, or every year at this point recently, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, and then like a couple of random old games back in the day when I was growing up. Like I have a Monsters Inc. Game Boy Color cartridge. I have the Shrek video game. I don't know how many they made, but like I have a whole bunch of old random Disney ones back in the day for whatever reason I liked them. But no, I haven't played any MMOs. Honestly, like I'm not sure. This is gonna sound dumb, but I'm not sure like how you play them. Like if you play them from your phone or your laptop, I feel like that'd be very laggy on my end. But I mean, yeah, I don't know. I haven't played any MMOs. Not sure if I'm missing out on anything, but oh well. And the next group of questions coming from Assault Wolf EX. First one is, what is your favorite anime opening? Which, to be quite honest, I don't know if I've answered it before. I feel like considering that I talk about anime a lot on my channel, it would be inevitable that I was asked this. But to be quite honest, I don't know if I actually ever have. Now, I was tempted to do a top 10 anime openings. Because I did one like maybe like a couple of years back right when I watched New Game. I remember that because it may have been on the list. But the problem is that I could easily say this one is my 10, this one's my 9, whatever. But in a couple of months when new anime come out, it would easily change. Now, I could still do a top 10 anime opening. I'm just not sure how accurate it will be. But if you want me to do that, let me know, because my opinion is honestly always changing. But a couple of songs that I really like right now, like I think one that's probably going to be at least solid top 5 until the end of time is Mob Psycho's second opening, 99.9. That song is such a bop. It's really good. But another one that I like is Assault Lily Bouquet, which I'm probably going to be talking about for Let's Talk Anime eventually. Its opening isn't bad. I wasn't sure how I would react to it at first, but like the background music is kind of cool. But the only real part that I would say, yes, I love this part, is like the chorus part. Honestly, I was tempted to make it an opening for my channel, but I don't know if I'm going to. But I don't know. It's hard to really pinpoint what my favorite opening is, because like I like stuff that is just like so varied. Like I could easily say, yes, this one's more of a pop-ish song, but I like that. But like then it comes to Mob Psychos, it's more rock, and I really like that. And then I know there are some metal anime openings. Ooh, it's not an opening, but Asobi Asabase's ending is so cool, and it's metal. And I know there are some other examples, but I can't think of them. But at the same time, my taste is like so varied that I'm not sure if I could like pinpoint which ones are my absolute favorites. But what I could do is compile anime that I watched from before 2020 and just make a list on that if you want. I don't know. At least have an end point in mind. But I think like Mob Psychos, Assault Lily Bouquets is kind of cool. I know there are some other ones. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to just take the question off the screen for a bit. If there are any other openings that I feel like I missed, which I feel like there probably is going to be some, they'll be on the screen. But otherwise, those are the 3 answers that I can think of. And the last question for this video, Assault Wolf also asks, if you could bring your waifu to reality, who would it be? And this is one of those questions that I don't want to say it's talked about as much of like, if Pokemon were real, which one would you have? Because like with Pokemon, you could have like, oh, I'm going to have a giant Rayquaza, but it could easily destroy things. I could have an Arcanine, but it could set things on fire. Same with Charizard. It's like, yeah, you could bring that to life, but who knows what would happen if it was brought to life. Like, say for example, waifus, going back to that. I could easily say stuff like, Nadeshiko or Chica, but like they're under 18 and I'm over 18. And in real life, that kind of brings into question what the right answer is. I'm sure I'm thinking too deeply into this, but like, if I would give this answer, I would have to pick somebody that's over 18 just to save my own hiney. So, I would say maybe Hifumi Takamoto from New Game or Sumi Sakurasawa from Rent-A-Girlfriend. Because I know for a fact that they're adult age. And even some that I'm thinking of off the top of my head, especially Pokemon ones, they don't have an age. And even, like, say, for example, Lana from Pokemon Sun and Moon, that'd be another option. But the age range from Bulbapedia, which I believe is maybe accurate, says 11 to 19. So that's kind of a big gap there, especially when you're talking about stuff like this. And another one that I'm just recently liking, especially from the new anime, is Bea, or Bea. I'm not sure how to actually pronounce her until the dub says it. But like, I would say, just to be on the safe side, since I'm over 18, I would say probably Hifumi or Sumi. Although I'm sure there are some other good options, but like, I don't know, those are the two I'm thinking of right now. Or maybe just take Nadeshiko under my wing as my child, which is a lot weirder than it sounds. But that is going to be it for this episode of Q&A. Episode 12, I believe it is. Let me check again. It is episode 12. And it has been over a year since this has been posted. So I'm not sure if it's going to go over that well or not. I don't know if it's just going to be a flop of a video because it's been so long. But, oh well. I answered the questions, if anything. And if you have questions for me, leave them down in the comment section. And in all honesty, if you wanted to answer these questions as well, you can do that. Because honestly, a lot of these questions were fun to answer. Like bringing your waifu to life and, what was it? Favorite anime opening? I feel like those two are really good icebreaker questions. But yeah, I'm hoping that this is the second resurgence of my Q&A series. Because honestly, they're very simple to make, but they're very fun to make because it gives me a chance to interact with people and answer their questions because I'm sure that there's a lot of stuff that people want to know about me and it's easier to do this than a live stream if a lot of people are asking me questions. But before I sign off, a couple of questions that I won't ask are anything about my personal life or like anything specific like religion-based, politics-based, money-based, anything like that. Basically anything that is, I guess, taboo to talk about, which probably better for me. Although at the same time, I could just easily start fights with anime opening answers, but oh well, I'm gonna start fights regardless, so it's whatever to me. If you enjoyed, hit that like button down below, subscribe if you haven't, leave any questions you have down below, and today is November the 5th. I'll try to get this out the week after. I feel like it'll be easy to do because it'll be easy to edit. But I will see you, hopefully, in the next episode of Q&A, which is, ironically, the 13th episode. So that's going to be fun. Momentai.